Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakudash. So double honors to the apostles and the elders that do rule by a great millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akiam out there pushing his gospel and sincerity and truth. I'd like to say Shalom to the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. The brother Kalam from the James Strat camp come to push the words of the Heavenly Father Yahweh through the name of his only begotten Son Yahushai. Right, back with another lesson entitled Being a Man of Old. Right, and basically what this lesson is about is not becoming vulnerable with women. Right, you look in our society today, men have become effeminate. Right, if men from 3,000-4,000 years ago could see what manhood is like today, they'd be ashamed of their descendants, because men have truly become effeminate. Men are not men anymore, to where we learn that a man shouldn't cry, that a man should be strong. Right, a man should be strong, a man should be brave, a man should be a leader, he should be a ruler, he should be a warrior, a fighter, a provider. Right, these are the things. Right, a man should be an image of strength and safety. Right, when a woman and the children look to their father, look to her husband, they are supposed to see safety, protection, they are supposed to see strength, they're supposed to see wisdom, they're supposed to see a leader. Right, but society now is teaching men that they don't have to follow those guidelines anymore, that it is okay for a man to cry, it's okay for a man to be weak, it's okay for a man to be effeminate. Right, it's okay for a woman to rule in a household, that men should share their feelings and their emotions and all that bullshit. That is not what being a man is about. Right, use a sissy. If you could sit down with a woman and pour out your feelings, yours, because that dumb, women, you will catch women going to their man and pouring out their emotions, because why? The man is the image of strength. Right, and they would feel safe casting their burdens, their problems on him. Right, because he is the stronger vessel. Now we have a stronger vessel, which is Yahushai. Right, Yahweh Yahushai. We are to cast our burdens, our problems, our worries on the Lord, not on no woman. You understand? Because these women will use that against you, whether you believe that or not, whether you think how faithful or how loving she is going to use that against you one of these days. Because you're gonna, right, after you cry out your life and she sees that weak side of you, right, she sees that crack in the wall, that breach in the fence, right, time is gonna come and you're gonna tell her to do something, or you're gonna try to not usurp your authority, but establish your authority. Right, and you're not gonna receive no respect. You know why? Because she's gonna remind you how you was crying like a little bitch. You understand? She ain't gonna have no respect for you. In a lot of situations where men ended up in fights in front of the girlfriend or the wife, the men that lost their fights, right, you watch these studies, there was a breakdown in the system, there was a breakdown in the relationship in terms of respect. Right, the woman no longer had that fear in the man, because why? She saw his loss, she saw his defeat, she saw him in a weakened state, and that caused her to fall out of love. Right, a lot of times you hear women report that when they see their man cry and all these things, it turns them off, because that is not the image of a man. Right, when these women telling you, you could tell me this, you could tell me how you're feeling, that is just cap. Right, these bitches don't care about that shit. You understand? Because from the moment you tell them, man, and the moment they go feel, hey, you get it off your chest, you're gonna use it against you. Right? You see, your problems is your problems. You ought to put that on your back, and you ought to walk with your problems. That's what it means to be a man. That's what responsibility is about. You understand? That's what accountability is about. Yeah, we all have problems. We all have worries. We all have things we all have things to go through in our individual lives. Hey, guess what? Take it up with the Lord. That's the only person you need to be talking to. You understand? Pouring out your feelings to is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You understand? Hey, the Akim, the body of Yahweh Shai. Right? Not to these women. You understand? Hey, you keep it simple with these women. Keep it simple with these women. You understand? Do not let them see a breach in your system. We all have our weak points. Not saying that a man is incapable of crying or that a man is incapable of breaking down. But I would say I would rather cry in front of my brethren than cry in front of any woman. I rather my brethren, right, see me in that state and could comfort me than a woman, because I don't want her to see me in that weakened state, right? Just like the enemy, yeah, right? If you in a fight and you get injured, right? Like you see the enemy, your opponent strike you, right? And he get a good blow and it damage you. You feel you're gonna walk up to the fight limping. By the time he see that wherever he strike you, defective, where you think he gonna strike next? The very same spot. If you're covering up the spot that he strike you, what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna open up that defense and continue to beat on that one spot until he break down the whole system. Right? So you're not to show them no form of vulnerability. Right? You're strong all around. You're protected, you're armored all around. And even if you're hurting, right? The enemy hit you a bad blow. Guess what? You're showing it. I learned that, when I was in karate many years ago. My master always told me, if you're in a fight and you get hit and it caused pain, pretend as if it didn't. Walk up as if you're not in no pain. Don't even show any form of emotion on your face. Let the enemy think that there's absolutely nothing wrong. Because you're better off with that mindset, because you're gonna think, alright, I strike him there. That didn't work, I'll probably strike him somewhere else. But from the moment the enemy sees that you've been wounded, you've been hurt, they're gonna attack that one spot. So we get into the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. You understand? Imagine this. He's asking for any plague but the plague of a heart. To give him any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Right? The scriptures say all wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. You understand? Look at here, verse 19. Right? All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? So when you go pouring out your heart, you go pouring out your life to these women, that they are, as I've been saying over and over, reiterating it, they are going to use it against you. She's not going to watch you the same. She's going to watch you like you're a weakling. She's going to lose all respect for you. No matter how low you come in life, no matter how poor you become, right? You have no position, you have nothing. Hey, don't lose your integrity and your self-respect. You understand? The scripture says it is better to die than to live the life of a beggar. Hold up thy head high, boy. You understand? And don't lose no integrity. Right? Don't lose no self-respect. Don't lose no confidence. You're a man of the Lord. It don't matter what situation or circumstance you find yourself in. You understand? Don't let these people think that they could, get the best of you. Right? Don't show these women and these people no weakness. Hey, rejoice. No matter what you're going through, rejoice in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, in front of them and by yourself. You understand? Throw off that weak spirit. Throw off that woe is me spirit. You understand? Throw off that no matter what you're going through, you serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai always Akyam. And Akwatiam. Don't allow these people to see no weak part by. Be strong. You understand? Be strong in everything that you're doing. Verse 20. Traits say a wicked woman abated the courage, make it a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees. You understand? It says it abated the courage in her. It abates a man's courage in her. You understand? It weakens a man's courage. It said make it a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. You understand? A broken mind. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees. Right? Literally, you look up any these stories with men reporting that they told their wife something. Let me say, you come to your wife, you let you know about a financial situation, you don't have any money, whatever the case is. And then, she find out that you have another woman, right? Or you seen another woman. What do you think she gonna say? What you think she going to say? She gonna say, hey, you starting to run a man out there, and you have no money, you're a sufferer, you can't even get them girl and them nothing to eat, right? And she gonna embarrass you. She gonna try to belittle you. She gonna make you feel as if you're less than what you are. You understand? And how did this happen? You decided to be a pussy and go and tell this woman your problems. And now she could just use it against you. She could go and tell she family what you're going through. And everybody looking down at you and having sympathy upon you. Hey, we don't need no sympathy from these people. You understand? You only need sympathy from your Abashim Yoshai. You only need mercy from your Abashim Yoshai. You understand? And they go on to say that in verse 25, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guard abroad. Don't tell these bitches nothing. Don't give the water no passage. Don't even give she anything to talk about. You understand? Can they that's a feminine spirit too? It's just like they yap them about their problems, but oh I depressed, oh I suffer from anxiety, oh this and that I insecure, think. Like like a little girl, you just run in your mouth. You keep that shit to yourself. Keep that to yourself. You have a mind for a reason. You understand? You have a mind for a reason. Not everything in your mind needs to come out. Some things just need to stay in. Right? Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guard abroad. Right? This woman shouldn't have nothing to tell nobody. She can't say, well, he tell me this. You understand? And she going back to tell she family, he tell me that. Right? No. Nothing of that sort. All she had to know about you is that you're a man of the Lord, you she husband, you provide for she as best as you could, you protect she, if you have children, you take care of your children, you teach them, you love them, you is that pillar of strength, you is that pillar of wisdom in the household, right? You is the man of the house, you are the leader of the house. Right? You're a loving man. All these things the scriptures command us to love our wives. Right? You show love unto her, you show love unto your children. Right? This woman don't need to know your problems. She don't need to know what you be going through behind closed doors. She don't need to know your battles. You understand? That's your battles. And a lot of men would think, well, hey, the woman is the companion, is the man's companion. That these women today are not what you think in your head. These women are not no virtuous women, right? These women, when you go, no matter how much in the truth there is, and the reason you have to understand, we in the truth too. We in the truth, and we does still go off time to time. Men in the truth does still commit sin. Women are not greater than us. So if we, which is the stronger vessel, is still going off, right, and still having to fight, do you not think that the weaker vessel is going to have to fight and feel the same way? And sure, she might say something to you out of rage, right, in a weakened state, right, and she might come back and say salaki, whatever the case is, and you forgive she, whatever. But these women are not just going to be perfect to say they're not going to have some loose screws time to time. They're going to go off just like men go off, right? And the same way when men go off and we ask for mercy, the woman will go off too, right? So you can put your trust in them, because we all corruptible, we all imperfect, You can't put your trust in them and tell yourself, I could confide in she and that she would never go back against me or anything like that. You can't say that. You don't know. Right? To tell these women anything like be a man, be strong. This called a toxic masculinity. Well, be a toxic male. You understand? Don't show no weakness whatsoever. Don't no break in the system, no break in the armor. You understand? Because from the moment they see that weakness, there's going to change. There's going to exploit it. You understand? Just like in a fight. If you, let me say, he hit you a bad blow and damage your ribs, he is going to exploit that. He's gonna fake you so that he could open up your guard so he could hit you in your rib. Right? He's gonna hit you a kick. He might hit you a kick to your stomach. Or just for you to react, to hit your next kick to your rib. You understand? He's gonna exploit that one spot because he knows there's a breach in that system. And once he destroys that, the whole system gonna be destroyed. Same thing with these women. From the moment they find a weakness in you, they're gonna exploit it. They're gonna use it against you. Right? You wouldn't be able to tell them nothing because they can watch you playing like you this big man or whatever, and you be crying and you a pussy, and you know what I mean? Right? You have no money and them kind of thing. Right? So I don't wanna continue to babble whatever the case is. Just anything I hope the system was edifying. Let us give all praises and glory unto the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shem Yoshai, Bashem Kakodash, Shalom.